What if I told you that beneath Tokyo, there are massive underground tunnels that look like temples, streets that don't even have names, and a city so organized that millions move in silence? Tokyo looks like the future, but hidden beneath its neon lights is a world full of secrets most people never notice. Today, we uncover the hidden side of Tokyo. What if the biggest structure in Tokyo isn't above the ground, but hidden beneath your feet? Beneath Tokyo lies one of the most advanced flood control systems ever built, the Metropolitan Area Outer Underground Discharge Channel. This massive network was designed to protect the city from frequent typhoons and heavy rainfall. It includes huge vertical shafts, some as deep as 70 meters, connected by tunnels stretching for kilometers underground. At its center is a giant chamber often called the underground temple, supported by enormous concrete pillars that look like something from a science fiction movie. When rivers overflow, water is redirected into this system and safely released away from the city. Most people walking above have no idea that beneath them exists a hidden engineering marvel quietly protecting millions of lives. Imagine living in a city where most streets don't even have names, and yet everything still works perfectly. Tokyo's addressing system is completely different from most cities in the world. Instead of using street names, addresses are based on districts, blocks, and building numbers. This means that even if you know the address, it might not be easy to locate without understanding the area's layout. Buildings are often numbered based on when they were constructed, not in a logical sequence along a street. As a result, navigation can feel confusing for visitors. However, locals rely heavily on landmarks, maps, and digital navigation tools. Despite what seems like chaos, the system works efficiently because of Japan's strong organizational culture. It's a reminder that order doesn't always have to follow the rules we're used to. How can a city with over 37 million people feel so organized and almost peaceful? Tokyo is the most populated metropolitan area on Earth, with tens of millions of people living and working in the region. Yet, unlike many densely populated cities, Tokyo rarely feels chaotic. Public transport is incredibly efficient, with trains arriving almost exactly on time. Even during rush hour, when stations are packed, people move in an orderly manner. There's a strong cultural emphasis on respect, personal space, and discipline. Litter is rare, noise levels are low, and everything seems to function smoothly. This balance between massive population and controlled behavior makes Tokyo unique. It shows how cultural values and systems can transform what could be overwhelming chaos into something surprisingly calm and structured. What if your entire hotel room was the size of a small box, and that was completely normal? Capsule hotels are one of Tokyo's most famous innovations, designed to maximize space in a crowded city. Instead of traditional rooms, guests sleep in compact pods stacked next to each other. Each capsule typically includes a bed, lighting, ventilation, and sometimes even a small screen or charging ports. Originally, these hotels were created for salarymen who missed the last train home and needed an affordable place to sleep. Over time, they became popular with tourists looking for a unique experience. Despite their small size, capsule hotels are clean, efficient, and surprisingly comfortable. They reflect Tokyo's ability to adapt to limited space while maintaining functionality and convenience. In Tokyo, what if you never had to enter a shop, because the street itself could serve you? Tokyo has one of the highest densities of vending machines in the world, with millions spread across the city. These machines are not limited to drinks and snacks, they offer a wide range of items including hot meals, coffee, umbrellas, batteries, and even fresh produce. Many vending machines are equipped with advanced technology, allowing cashless payments and maintaining perfect temperature control. Their presence reflects Japan's culture of convenience, trust, and efficiency. Because crime rates are low, these machines can operate safely even in quiet or isolated areas. In Tokyo, everyday needs are accessible within seconds, turning the entire city into a network of instant service points. How can one of the busiest transport systems in the world feel almost silent? Tokyo's train system carries millions of passengers every day, yet the atmosphere inside is remarkably quiet. Speaking loudly on the phone is considered rude, and many people keep conversations to a minimum. Even during peak hours, when trains are crowded, there is a sense of calm and respect among passengers. This behavior is deeply rooted in Japanese culture, where consideration for others is highly valued. Announcements are clear but not overwhelming, and the overall environment feels controlled rather than chaotic. The silence isn't enforced by rules, it's maintained by social awareness. It's one of the most striking differences visitors notice when experiencing Tokyo's public transport. What if robots weren't just part of the future, but already part of your daily routine? Tokyo is at the forefront of integrating robotics into everyday life. In certain cafes and restaurants, robots can take orders, serve food, and interact with customers. Some of these robots are even operated remotely by individuals with disabilities, allowing them to work and communicate in new ways. Beyond entertainment, robots are used in hotels, customer service, and even elderly care. This reflects Japan's response to an aging population and labor shortages. Technology in Tokyo isn't just about innovation, it's about solving real-world problems. The line between science fiction and reality is becoming increasingly blurred. What happens when thousands of people cross the street, all at the same time? Shibuya Crossing is one of the busiest pedestrian crossings in the world. When the traffic lights turn red, vehicles stop in all directions, and people begin crossing from every side at once. From above, it looks chaotic, a sea of moving individuals going in different directions. Yet, there are almost no collisions. Everyone instinctively navigates around each other with precision. The crossing has become a symbol of Tokyo itself, crowded yet controlled, busy yet efficient. It's a fascinating example of how human behavior and social awareness can create order even in the most crowded environments. What if you could lose something valuable in a city, and expect to get it back? Tokyo is widely regarded as one of the safest major cities in the world. Crime rates are extremely low compared to other global cities of similar size. Lost items, including wallets and phones, are often returned to police stations or directly to their owners. This level of safety is not just due to strict laws, but also cultural values emphasizing honesty, respect, and responsibility. People feel comfortable walking alone at night, and public spaces remain clean and orderly. Trust plays a major role in everyday life. In Tokyo, safety isn't just enforced, it's part of the culture. What if the future and the past existed in the same street, at the same time? Tokyo is a city where ancient traditions coexist with cutting-edge technology. You can walk past neon-lit skyscrapers and suddenly find a quiet temple or shrine that has stood for centuries. Traditional practices like tea ceremonies, festivals, and rituals are still deeply valued. Even in a fast-paced modern environment, people take time to honor history and cultural heritage. This balance creates a unique atmosphere, a city that constantly moves forward without forgetting where it came from. Tokyo isn't just about innovation, it's about preserving identity while embracing change. What if the future and the past existed in the same street, at the same time? Tokyo is a city where ancient traditions coexist with cutting-edge technology. You can walk past neon-lit skyscrapers and suddenly find a quiet temple or shrine that has stood for centuries. Traditional practices like tea ceremonies, festivals, and rituals are still deeply valued. Even in a fast-paced modern environment, people take time to honor history and cultural heritage. This balance creates a unique atmosphere, a city that constantly moves forward without forgetting where it came from. Tokyo isn't just about innovation, it's about preserving identity while embracing change. Tokyo isn't just a city. It's a system. A balance between silence and movement. Tradition and technology. Order and chaos. Hidden beneath its surface is a world most people never truly see. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to The Curious Planet. Because every city has secrets.